Northern Spain. Green Spain. A regional capital city that still feels local. I'm Penelope with StockFocus.com, and today we're in Oviedo, Spain. Before you default to Barcelona or Málaga, consider this. Oviedo does not sell itself. It does not live off tourism. It is not a beach resort. It is a working Spanish capital in the region of Asturias. Clean, safe, organized, and distinctly Spanish, with a deep history and culture going back to a Celtic stronghold that influences even the use of bagpipes in their traditional music. Famous actress Eva Longoria traces her roots back to this region, and some of the landscapes look more similar to Scotland or Ireland rather than what one would typically associate with Spain. If you want mild summers, lower housing costs, strong healthcare, and fewer expats, Oviedo deserves your attention. Today we break down the real costs for 2026, not the fantasy. The math. Oviedo is more affordable than Madrid or Barcelona. It is also generally less expensive than many southern coastal cities that attract heavy foreign demand. Housing is the strongest advantage. A modern one-bedroom apartment in central areas such as Centro or near Calleria typically ranges from 600 to 850 euros per month. Outside the historic core, in neighborhoods like Ciudad Naranco or Pumarín, rents often range from 500 to 750 euros, depending on condition and building age. Groceries are competitively priced. For a single person, expect 250 to 350 euros per month for fresh produce, dairy, seafood, and local products. Utilities, electricity, water, and heating average 120 to 180 euros per month. Oviedo's oceanic climate means summers are mild, reducing air conditioning costs, though winter heating is necessary. Oviedo's dining costs reflect its regional character, reasonable and focused on local quality rather than tourist pricing. A mid-range sit-down meal at a traditional sidreria, traditional cider poured dramatically from above the head, or local restaurant typically costs 10 to 16 euros per person for a main course like fabada Asturias, white bean, and pork stew. Casual meals, including pizza or pasta, generally range from 8 to 12 euros. Coffee is affordable. Expect to pay approximately 1.40 euros for an espresso and around 2 euros for a cappuccino. Oviedo is not a tourist-heavy city, which keeps restaurant prices aligned with local incomes. For couples dining out regularly, budget approximately 250 to 400 euros per month for restaurant meals. Internet and mobile plans typically run 40 to 60 euros combined. Public transportation is efficient and inexpensive. A monthly bus pass costs approximately 30 to 40 euros. Though most retirees find Oviedo highly walkable, healthcare is one of Oviedo's major structural strengths. Spain operates a universal public healthcare system. As a non-EU retiree, you must begin with private health insurance when applying for the non-lucrative visa. Private policies typically range from 50 to 200 euros per month depending on age and coverage. All in, a comfortable retirement in Oviedo typically ranges from 1,340 to 2,080 euros per month for a single person. Oviedo is one of the most affordable Spanish regional capitals. Oviedo is the capital of Asturias, a region known as Green Spain. The climate is Atlantic, mild summers, cooler winters, steady rainfall. This is not Mediterranean Spain. It is northern, lush, and architecturally elegant. The city center is compact and pedestrian-friendly. The historic quarter includes pre-Romanesque churches that are UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Neighborhoods matter. Centro, flat, walkable, close to shopping and cafes. Ciudad Naranco, residential, hillside views, quieter. Buena Vista, modern, well-planned, popular with long-term residents. Pumarín, practical, more affordable, good transit access. Oviedo feels structured, clean streets, low visible crime, few mass tourism crowds. English is less widely spoken than in Barcelona or Madrid, which means daily life requires some Spanish. For many retirees, that is the appeal. Asturias has one of Spain's strongest regional healthcare systems. Public hospitals are modern, and primary care is widely available. Healthcare in Spain is world-class and affordable. But how do you actually access it as an expat retiree? You have two main paths. Option 1, private insurance first-year requirement. When you apply for Spain's non-lucrative visa, you must show proof of private health insurance. This is mandatory. Cost for someone in their 60s, 100 to 200 euros a month for comprehensive coverage with no copays. There are several quality insurance companies that are designed to properly comply with this requirement. This gets you immediate access to private hospitals and clinics, doctor visits, specialists, prescriptions, all covered. Oviedo's main hospital, Hospital Universitario Central de Asturias, is a major regional facility serving the broader region. Option 2, the public system buy-in, after 1 year of legal residency. After you've been a legal resident for 1 year and registered on the Padrón, that's the civil registry at your town hall, you can apply for though. Convenio Especial. This lets you buy into Spain's public healthcare system. Cost for someone over 65 will be €157 per month as of 2026. For those under 65, it would be €60 per month. This gives you full access to public hospitals and clinics with no additional out-of-pocket costs for doctor visits or hospital stays. Prescriptions are heavily subsidized. Pensioners typically pay about 10% of the cost. Important note, El Convenio Especial doesn't cover everything. General pharmaceuticals, orthoprosthetics, dietary prescriptions, and non-urgent medical transport are not included. But for routine care and major medical needs, it's comprehensive. The hybrid approach, most American retirees keep private insurance for the visa requirement and immediate access, then add the Convenio Especial after year 1 for subsidized prescriptions and long-term coverage. Total monthly healthcare cost, €100 to €200 in year 1, potentially €157 after that if you switch to public only. Now, what is a day in the life in Oviedo? You wake to cool air, even in July. No extreme heat. No tourist congestion. Morning coffee in Plaza del Fonten. Locals speak Asturian-inflected Spanish. The market is full of seafood from the Cantabrian coast. Afternoon might mean a short drive into the Picos de Europa Mountains or a train ride to Gijon's beaches. Evenings are unhurried. Cider is poured high from above the glass in traditional cider houses. Dinner stretches. Conversation is local. Oviedo does not perform. It functions. Taxes. This is where most people get confused. If you live in Spain more than 183 days a year, you're a Spanish tax resident. Spain taxes your worldwide income at progressive rates, 15% on the first €12,450, up to 47% on income over €300,000. That includes your Social Security, pension income, IRA withdrawals, and investment income. The treaty prevents double taxation. You'll pay Spanish taxes on your income, then claim a foreign tax credit on your US return to avoid paying the IRS again on the same money. But here's the catch. The IRS still requires you to file. And Roth IRA withdrawals, which are tax-free in the US, are often taxed as regular income by Spain. This surprises a lot of Americans who assumed Roth accounts were universally protected. If a significant portion of your retirement income comes from Roth IRAs, Spain's tax treatment will hurt you. This is critical. Talk to a cross-border tax advisor before you move. The portfolio math. To live comfortably on €2,400 a month, you'd need a portfolio of about €720,000 using the 4% withdrawal rule. The 4% rule theorizes that you can safely withdraw 4% of your portfolio each year without running out of money over a 30-year retirement. This theory works on the averages. On the extremes, it can struggle. If the first year you retire, the market goes down by 20 to 50%. It may require adjustment due to expected actual income. However, in general, it works out over the long term. This is why some investors supplement with annuities, bonds, rental properties, or other alternative income avenues to diversify the risk of depending on index and/or equities alone. But if Social Security brings in €1,700 a month, your funding gap drops to about €700 per month. To cover that, you only need a portfolio of around €210,000. However, remember, you'll owe Spanish income tax on both your Social Security and your portfolio withdrawals. Professional tax advice is essential. So, how do you actually move to Spain? How do you legally move to Spain? Most American retirees use the non-lucrative visa. Requirements. Passive income of at least €28,800 per year for a single applicant. Add €7,200 for a spouse. Proof of private health insurance with no copays. Clean criminal background check. Proof of housing in Spain, either a lease or property ownership. You must apply from the US at the Spanish consulate in your jurisdiction. Processing typically takes 1 to 3 months. The visa is valid for 1 year, renewable annually. After 5 years of legal residency, you can apply for permanent residency. Important, the non-lucrative visa prohibits work. You cannot earn income in Spain, and remote work for US companies exists in a legal gray area. If you plan to work remotely, Spain's digital nomad visa may be a better option. Oviedo is not Instagram Spain. It is everyday Spain. Lower housing, mild summers, high safety, strong public health care, authenticity over expat saturation. If you want Spain without the crowds and structure without spectacle, Oviedo may be one of the most rational retirement cities in Europe in 2026. I'm Penelope from StockFocus.com. If this analysis was helpful, subscribe and tell us which northern Spanish city we should explore next. Thank you for watching and see you next time.